here we go. Mammoth Fortress, game number 1. How's it going to start off? Looks like Blaze going for the safe option. You see the red team trying to cover their weapon spawn. Both of them pulled back as Acno charged forward to try to steal it out.
There is still one weapon spawn. Blaze is trying to play around it. Maybe keep red team members away so that Acno could come in and grab the site. That's exactly what he did. Swata already in the orange very quick. Dude, why are you telegraphing that against Acno, bro? You saw how deep he was.
And Acno was ready for it, hit the down air, got the turnaround, but you know what? Swata got away from it, didn't get too hard punished. And look at the health bars, it's in favor of the red team.
TM gotta be feeling good so far this game. They could get the quick wipe on the blue team. It's gonna start with Blaze. And it might end with Acno. There is that full team wipe. And now TM has actually met Swata in terms of the damage that they've both taken, which it's better to take less damage, but it's also not terrible to be on pace with your teammate so that there's a better chance that you spawn in at the same time instead of giving the opponent a power play while they knock out one person, then giving the opponent a power play when they knock out the other person. Pinball happening here on the Mammoth Fortress.
The gravity cancel side sig from Acno just putting angles on the screen, but Swata still living. This has been the storyline for this red team, is Swata just living long while TM puts out the damage. No power play opportunity, or at least they're not able to make the most. Oh, Swata with the save.
Gonna be coming in. TM actually goes back over to the wall rather than worrying about if his landing is gonna be punished. Swata putting some hurt onto Blaze. TM putting some hurt onto Acno. Acno on his final stock. Not a good spot to be in.
Yeah, things looking a little rough for this blue team. A little downlight side air coming out from Acno. Offstage opportunity. The neutral sig does it? That was so low.
That's how much damage that was built up onto TM. A lot of that done by both players of the blue team. It's now all of a sudden in favor of the blue team, even though Acno went down pretty early onto that final stock. It's 3 stocks to 2, now 2 stocks to 2. We have ourselves an even game here in game 1.
But eyes are on Acno. He's been the one falling faster than everyone else, and a great target swap from TM will try to make sure that trend continues.
That put Acno into the orange. He is the first one to make it that far in terms of damage on the final stock. Both members of the red team were on the right side. Acno moves up. TM rotates over to the left to meet him.
Blaze trying to give some room to Acno. You see Acno playing a little bit further back. He's a little bit worried about leaving Blaze in the 1v2, but he might do it anyways because he doesn't. Okay, he does have just enough.
Swata's hammer is making moves here. He's gotten 2 major hits on both members of the blue team. Hit a stomp snare on Blaze, and then I believe he hit a raw cider onto Acno. Both of them on the left side of the screen.
The clash out.
TM.
Acno!
What is happening?
The chase dodge, but it's not enough. TM is gonna take him out. It's all left to Blaze in the 1v2.
So much was going on off the screen. I still don't understand how players are good enough to sort of understand the geometry of what is going on off screen when you can't directly see it.
Yeah, just like knowing the presence of an invisible opponent, essentially, that is, it's an impressive skill, but so equally impressive is TM's damage. 720.
He be schwangin', he be banging, and he be clanging as well. Swata on the other side. He didn't have to, let's see, TM didn't have to do that 720 damage because Swata was doing 194.
No.
We had a lot of damage coming out from both members. Swata doing 574, and we're moving on into the next game.
Same maps though, but the question is, what are the swaps for the blue team? It's going to be Blaze over to the Olgrim to match TM's.
Oh, that weapon spawn swiped away from Blaze by Swata. That gave them a little bit of power play potential while Blaze was waiting for the weapon spawn. It came shortly after. He was able to grab it pretty quickly.
Oh, top of the map. Swata not able to get a full reversal there, but the threat was there. Acno with the offstage. TM still able to make it to the wall. Weapon touch. Wall touch. Ground pound, and Acno gets the first stock.
Definitely a major return to form after we saw him being one of the first taken out pretty early on, leading to a TM Swata victory. Acno,
what a weapon toss.
Taken out. That's a tough spot to be in. We're only 45 seconds into the game, and it was looking like Acno was starting this one off very strong, ends up falling very quickly after getting the first stock.
Just a beautiful weapon toss from Swata to just cover the movement. He saw which way he was going, and Blaze gonna fall. And again, Swata the healthiest, TM putting out damage. Acno, he's done!
Holy cow, dude, what is going on with Acno and Blaze in this team? And Swata are dicing them up.
They're looking so incredibly good. Blue team is struggling. They're about to get O2'd right now.
Nice follow-up from Swata. Also grabbing a true combo there, the D-Light into the recovery off of TM's couple hits.
Acno not able to follow up off the Nair. Good hit from Blaze will put both red team members off screen. TM gets back.
Bro, imagine throwing out a chainsaw like that in 2022 and finding a hit with it. TM a madman.
Dude, he did it in a 1v2 as well against the blue team. Like, this is Acno and Blaze, world championship team, and TM's like, I'm gonna 1v2 you with a chainsaw.
That's what TM stands for, is the madman.
Nice follow-up hits. Everyone is in trouble. Nice falling there. Acno, the most in trouble though, because he's on his final stock, and it might require a Blaze 1v2 if the blue team wants to get themselves on the board here.
I feel like I'm playing Gauntlet right now, and the announcer just said, Acno is about to die.
You got to get him some more quarters, man. Needs more respawns, more continues, but Blaze is already in the 1v2 mindset as he has taken out red team members. Acno just trying to be in the back line. Unfortunately, didn't get the weapon spawn.
Dude, Acno is just out of this fight. He is totally out of this fight. He can't do anything. He is unarmed, stuck on the wall. You see him move up maybe to go help his teammate, but he just can't risk it, so he has to go back down. Ends up dying anyway. Oh no. Acno went to his mom to try and find a dollar bill to put some quarters in the gauntlet machine, and she pulled out the most wrinkly, disgusting dollar bill
machine
of all
just
time.
ate it.
The machine did not take it. Oh my gosh.
And it's all left to Blaze now. In the 1v2, red team not even really thinking about a team combo. You don't see them trying to set up or anything like that. Instead, they're just like, let's just get damage. Any damage is good damage against a person on their final stock.
Weapon toss was a little bit under Blaze.
Yo!
Swata just did that
What?
himself. I think TM didn't know how to react to that for like obvious reasons. That was a goofy setup for like a 2v1 combo. And he's just like, I got it. Don't worry about it.
Was that a Russian Mafia? It looked so like all over the place that I wasn't entirely sure. I did see a stop, a recovery, and a down air, but he found different versions of it.
And there was obviously a delay between some of the hits, I believe, as well. We'll see as we get it. Here comes. Slow motion coming in. GC stomp. There's the recovery. TM just wanted to help.
Yeah. He's like, I'm here too.
Yeah.
Don't forget.
Swata got the KO, and TM's just like, and I helped.
He's just waving on the bottom. It wasn't an actual Russian Mafia. Like, it wasn't the full inputs of like the chase dodge or anything like that. But he's still got the component parts. He's still managed to get the KO. And that's going to put TM and Swata 2-0 over the team of Acno and Blaze. Who would have expected this?
Not, well, me.
No, you still had them on your predictions.
Yeah, that's true. I thought I could just like say me and we would move on.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you're right.
And I would get away with it. That would have been pretty cool. Acno 272 damage. That's what he was limited to that game. That meant that Blaze doing 629 was not enough. Like, he had to do more for them to come out on top in that game. And that's a tough spot to put your teammate in. We're seeing the character swap coming out from Acno, but it doesn't look like too many things are changing as we get into this game. It's Acno. Oh, dude. Acno is not looking like Acno right now.
Yeah, this is not the thing. Like, I mean, he made the swap to the Koji, and of course, in these situations, you're like, all right, well, it's time for Acno to take off the training wheels. This is serious time. He does get the KO onto TM, does get the neutral sig. The weapon toss actually helps out Swata, but still, Acno, he's not quite warmed up on the Koji.
We do have Swata very damaged. Blaze also pretty damaged, but not quite as much as Swata. A little bit of an interrupt there from the weapon toss. Okay, Swata, chill out just a little bit.
Crossed his eyes a little bit there, ended up getting his teammate TM, gonna finally take out Blaze's first stock. Swata still sitting on his. Off stage. Nice pickup, and Swata gets another one. Acno's on his final stock.
Swata is mixing Acno so hard. And this is loser's bracket Acno. This is not like winner's bracket Acno where you're like, okay, well, they're going to go down in the loser's bracket, they're going to power up, and then make it all the way through. It's looking like their run is going to end right here not just outside of the top 3, outside of the top 4.
That would be such a crazy loss for this blue team, which has so much pedigree. They're slowly bringing the stock count back, but man, I'm nervous for Acno.
TM over there with the Lance, looking for the KO. The unarmed from Acno definitely coming out, finding some hits. Stomp side air, nice quick follow-up from TM. He didn't have a weapon, so he had to do that one unarmed. Goes in for the really high ground pound, but he lands on the main platform. Acno finds the recovery for the punish team without a weapon.
Acno just dives in, gets the downlight neutral air, or neutral light. Will get punished by the neutral air from Swata though. Acno trying to play as safe as he can, does not want to leave Blaze in the 1v2 against the 4 stocks of the red team, but doesn't have a choice. It's all left to Blaze. It would take a miracle for him to win this.
All 3 of Acno's KOs came from Swata. Every time Acno was sent in the blast zone, it was due to the express mail of Swata. He folded him up, put him in a box, slapped a shipping label on it, and put that one sent to the blast zone, courtesy of Swata.
One more hit, and Acno and Blaze are out of there. TM and Swata 3-0 the World Championship team. Who would have believed it? Who would have thought it?
Me, I would have.
No, you still had them on your predictions.
That's true. I thought I could get away with it again.
All right,
I thought maybe the shock to our systems would let me get away with that one, dude. Even the damage numbers, 356, 367 from both members of the blue team. That is a tough spot to find yourself in. Acno only took 474. He basically was knocked out at 155 damage or so every single time. That's not good. Swata and TM absolutely handled this team.
Man, Swata and TM, what a powerhouse team. They're going to be earning their spot in the top 4.